as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow.
It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Mixon with a first down carry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Luck. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 91 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Joe Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded just inside the 20. And that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a 1st down.
Hey, my 7.
36 to Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On 1st down, it's long. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, Orvis.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The Tuck roll,
didn't it?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. I also know this, in Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, exit.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking, and this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a first down coming up. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
17 yards to pick up there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go, Mexico. 11. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing again on second down. Luck. Complete to Hilton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hines. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
12.
Here we go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Come on.
Mike. Hey, Delta.
Mike, 36.
I got him.
Watch 36.
Luck now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's what I do.
Now it's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while they'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's checking crash.
This is Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And this is Parker, complete.
Complete to Devontae Parker. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Four receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Locke, eluding the pressure right. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Locke. And Locke will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
61, matchbox lights. Yeah, Liz. Go.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, echo.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Stay with your man.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Check 6 guys. Hey, Charlie.
36 to Mike.
After the interception, it's long. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch 36 to Mike. Record. Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch 36 to Mike.
Now it's locked. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
36 to Mike. I'm coming.
Under 10. 10.
Throwing on 3rd down. Locke. Able to haul it in is Kittle. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go.
A gain of 26 yards.
Luck now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Motion. Watch 36 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Again, Locke. Campbell making the catch. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Check. Middle.
They'll go to Adams, try to pound it in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, Haywood.
Slam. Check 37. Check 37.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
25, check 25.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. 49, check 49, check 49.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in.
And he's got his man Hilton. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
That's our own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, this is Adams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Right, 622. Copy that.
12. Bravo.
Put that team on the bus. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Luck completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From the gun, here's Luck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a second down. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On play action, now Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
11-3. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On second down now, it's Hines. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Hey, let's get this, get this.
Hey, dude.
Mike 57. They can't hang with us.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Out of the gun, Luck. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. One back. Out. 12.
36 to Mike.
Okay, double up. Mike,
A shotgun snap for Lott. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming for you, son.
jump out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Hey, Steve 6. Inside.
Watch the pass. 53's to Mike. 53. Check. 53.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And some room to work. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it here with Adams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Watch 57. Let's go, D.
John Wright.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lott. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's our field.
Back on. Hey, exit.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
58 to Mike. I'm here all day.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, 88.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. It's been a long day for you. 58, right?
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And able to find Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Cross.
Deuce. Check motion.
They run with Hines. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, Two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
No.
Hey, Delta.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he coughed it up. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
No. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Green 18. Jump out. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Go. Y'all playing the wrong football.
58's the mic.
Green 18 out.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Hey, go.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Check out. Green 18.
I don't think you got it, son.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Colts, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here.